भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Good morning, Shubhodayam. Some of the students I see, they are talking to each other after coming to this prayer hall. Kindly avoid that. You need to come in a prayerful mood to this place, okay? While climbing the staircase, some of the students are making huge noise. Walk tapas. You should have restraint over your speech. You need to practice that. When to talk, where to talk, in what volume to talk, pitch, it also matters. These are all the things we should have learned in school. But unfortunately, schools in our country today, they are not the places of tapas. But if you look at our schools in the past, Gurukulas, they would ask the child to do tapas, nuns. అవన్నీ తపోక్షేత్రాలుగా ఉండేవి స్కూల్స్, విద్యాలయాలు. బట్ మన దగ్గర ఇప్పుడు దట్ సపోర్ట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ అవైలబుల్. ఫర్ వేరియస్ రీజన్స్, దిస్ కంట్రీ బీయింగ్ ఎ సెక్యులర్ కంట్రీ, people have misunderstood tapas for religion practice of religion. That's why they have taken away all these things. That's why we all come untrained. We all come untrained. We are all grown up. We are all youth, but they are not well trained in etiquette, in manners, in behavior, in practicing that moderation, where to speak, what to speak, how much to speak, and how to speak. These are the things that you need to learn. They're part of the personality traits. Right? Hugely untrained youth are there in the country. Forget about skill, empowering them through skills, even in personality also. A lot of training is required. That should have happened when we were in schools. But unfortunately, schools are not equipped. Neither the teachers there have the right orientation, what the child would be needing tomorrow, how I need to mold the child, nor the system is so well placed, because there is the controls and hierarchy, government, this, MEO, CEO, DO, DO, they themselves don't have clarity. The moment I go and teach some meditation to the child so that he can have control over the mind and your speech, they think, no, 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 this is part of religion, it can't be taught here at schools. There's a reason, though we have numbers, that's why I told you the other day, Infosys found that Narayana Murthy ji called and he told that what we need is in our youth discipline and ability to work hard. మన యూత్కి యువతకి కావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే క్రమశిక్షణ ప్లస్ హార్డ్ వర్క్. So the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, has the intention to take India forward, and he wants to make India a third biggest economy in the world. For that, we need to grow at the rate of 13.5% per annum if you have to reach that goal. Okay? ఆ లెవెల్లో మన ఎకానమీ ఎదగాలంటే హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్, we need quality of human resource. The well-trained, well-disciplined youth, they actually can take the burden. So how well-trained our youth are, not so well-trained. Forget about skills. In terms of personality development also, personality developmental traits. We need to actually make our schools and colleges places for that kind of training. But unfortunately, lack of vision is one reason, and also lack of well-trained teachers, people who have the intent and who have the orientation and who have the skill. Three things are required: intent, orientation, and skill. Three things. Teachers themselves are not well-trained. Somebody told me, अगर शिक्षा को बदलना है तो शिक्षक को बदलना पड़ता है. If you really want to transform education, change education, you need to change the teacher. That's why now they have made BEd 4 years course. What they mean to say is that our teachers are not well trained. They're not that competent. Okay? A majority of them, not all. Some schools have a good teachers. A good teacher actually is the very, very important component of education system. Because children are taught, children are trained, children are molded in schools only. What quality teachers you have, and that depends what kind of training they get there. So do we have quality teachers? We don't have. Compared to many other countries like Scandinavian countries, Finland, Norway, Sweden, and even countries like Germany and France. Educational standards, they're very high there. Why? Because they're very particular. When they recruit a teacher, okay, multiple interviews the candidate has to pass through. The toughest job to get there is teacher job. You know why? Because they know that actually the teacher who builds a nation. A nation is built in the classroom. Okay? A nation is built in the classroom. What kind of teachers actually you are making? Are they really empowered? Do they have the competence to deliver? And for that reason, they see and they ensure that the individual has passion to teach. వాళ్ళు ఎంత మెటిక్యులస్గా సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటారంటే ఆ వ్యక్తికి నిజంగా టీచింగ్ మీద ప్యాషన్ ఉందా, ఓకే, అది ఆయన కావాలని ఆ వృత్తిలోకి వస్తున్నారా, లేకపోతే వేరే ఉద్యోగం ఏం దొరక్క ఈ వృత్తిలోకి వస్తున్నారా. దే విల్ సీ దట్. అండ్ ఓన్లీ ఇండివిజువల్స్ హూ హ్యావ్ దట్ ప్యాషన్ టు టీచ్, who have that passion to disseminate knowledge, who have that passion, to commit themselves to train the child, only those will be given the chance, not everybody and anybody. But in our country, teacher profession is not that well respected, and teacher profession is not that, economically also, remuneration point of view also. Maybe government teachers, they get more. But in private schools, how much the teachers are paid, very underpaid they are in a way. That's the reason motivated people won't be there. Okay, that's a big problem because the management is there to make money. And even if they make money, get the money, they don't actually give it to teachers. And so the competent teachers is a scarce commodity. A well-trained, competent teacher is a scarce commodity in this country. That's the reason education standards are poor compared to many other countries in the world. Government has understood this problem. That's why in the National New Education Policy, they are trying to make these changes. But just policy doesn't work unless the mindset of the people change. Some well-trained people and also people who are really intelligent, actually, they should come for this profession. These two professions, one is agriculture. We don't have progressive farmers. So that's why agriculture sector is in a crisis. Educated people are not going into farming sector at all. There's a crisis actually looming large. And the second thing is teachers. They build the nation. And you have to focus on that, and you have to pay them good salaries, and only the people who have the passion to teach should come into that profession. If you really want to make money, you do business, you go for some other profession, but you should not come into teaching. So that you need to motivate the people. You have to train your teachers. You have to make your teachers. If really country has to go forward. Of course, there are various forces that are working. Government has the intention, but it is alone is not sufficient. Some of the best brains in the country should come to teaching because that's my passion. I like to teach. I don't care for money. If it gets salary, is okay for me. But you really want luxury and money, actually teaching is not the profession. So that kind of motivation we need to give. If you ask the child, actually, you go to school today, what is your future ambition? What do you want to become in life? Somebody says, I want to become a lawyer. Somebody says, I want to become a doctor. Somebody says, I want to become an engineer. Somebody says, I want to become a sports person, cinema actor, all this. Very few will say, I want to become a teacher and I want to become a farmer. మీరు అడిగితే నేను రైతునైతే నా చెప్తారా చిల్లలు? What percent of the children will say, I want to become a good farmer? What percent of the children will say that I want to become a teacher? That's the thing. If they are not raising hands saying that I want to become a teacher, you should ask them, why don't you want to become a teacher? I'm there in front of you teaching.